Hello America, how is everything going? It is your 45th, your 47th. Is your boy Donald? We got a lot of special things coming. As you guys know, we are looking for the list. We are currently searching for the list, and when we get our hands on that sneaky little list that we can't find, we'll deliver it to you guys. Anyways, happy 4th of July, guys. From the 47th, the boy here. Make sure to check out the red, white, and blue in the shed. Make sure you're following and everyone. Make sure to subscribe to the best podcast in America. It's been your boy. This is huge, huge news. Very huge.
Shed gets exclusive access anywhere.
Damn. Good. That's what they gave me at the front over there.
Okay. Yeah, that's fine.
Thank you. Let's do it. How's it going, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of the In the Shed podcast. This is your host with the most, the boy Hancer. We're back here another week, episode 16. Let's get right to it. Happy 4th of July. I know this is like getting uploaded like a week after 4th of July. So, happy 4th of July, whatever. Happy 4th. I hope you guys enjoyed your 4th. I hope you guys celebrated America's birthday. What did I do the 4th? I went upstate. I went hiking on the 4th. And that's actually a pretty good story. I'll save that for a little bit. Let's get into some other stuff because I feel like the juice of this episode is going to be me going hiking. Oh boy. We'll get into that. Recently, though, I've been going a lot to the movies. I saw 28 years later, I saw the new Jurassic World movie. Jurassic World Rebirth or something, I think it's called. Shows how much I know. I got the Regal subscription pass membership thing. I paid $80 for 3 months. And how much are movie tickets? Like $10, $20 maybe on some IMAX new releases, whatever. Let's say $12. Say $12. I already went to the movies twice. Right after this, I'm actually going to go see F1. Tomorrow, I'm seeing Superman. And towards the end of the month, I got Fantastic Four. And who even knows what else? The app only charges you 50 cents for every movie. I just need a couple more movies in, and I'll make my money back. That's what I've been doing. I've been adding up until I get to 80. The moment I pass $80, now I'm watching movies for free, basically. So that's a pretty good deal to me. So now I'm watching whatever. I go on the app and I start swiping. I'm gotten better with the spending because instead of being at the shops on Amazon, TikTok Shop, whatever. Speaking of, it's Amazon Prime Day, I think, right now. So they got the sales going on. Make sure you cop some stuff on Amazon. No sponsorship here, but you know, Amazon, I'm down to work. What was I saying? So I don't know. I guess I'm one of those people that like to doom scroll. I guess I'm a doom scroller. So anything that's easy to scroll in, my brain likes. So, whatever. It's better than doing it on TikTok, you know, on Instagram, whatever. So, I'm on the Regal app and I'm swiping away. Like, ooh, what am I going to watch next? You can even schedule movies with other people that have the membership. So, you could just, boom, right there, pay 50 cents for 2 tickets. And then be like, hey, babe, we're going to the movies tomorrow. I got a date for us. So, that's cool. That's convenient, I guess. You know, surprise day. I got the movie tickets. I won't even tell you what we're watching. Don't open the Regal app. But so I've been watching anything and everything. They even have a Monday mystery movie, which is I'll sign up for some Triple M. So I gotta try that and see what they throw at me. What if they play like Happy Gilmore? Like, what if I go and I pull up and it's Happy Gilmore on the screen? That's pretty lit. Speaking of old movies, Jaws is coming back on theaters for their like 50th anniversary, so I'm gonna go see that. Watching anything, I don't gotta watch whatever they put on. I'm gonna go watch it. It's all part of the memberships. I don't care. They also gave me 20,000 points on the Regal app, and they got me thinking because recently I've been having these visions of 20,000. What I mean by that, I kept seeing the number 20,000 everywhere. I kept having these dreams. And the 20,000 kept being involved, so I was like, sure, I know what's coming. I was like, $20,000 are gonna land on my lap any day now. I'm speaking it into existence. I'm manifesting it. I'm like, 20,000, it's coming. I know it's coming. I'm telling everybody. I'm like, yeah, soon in a couple days, I'm gonna have 20,000 laying around. They're like, really now? What are you hitting the lotto? Hitting a lottery ticket? I'm like, I don't know what I'm hitting, but it's coming. I see all the signs. So I signed up for my Regal membership, and I opened the app, and I got 20,000 points, and I guess that's my my 20,000 I was waiting for. I was really hoping it would be $20,000. Homeboy could really use that right now in this economy. And things don't really seem like they're getting cheaper. So, yeah, so the movie's a lot of fun. When was the last time you went to the movies? The movies is fun. Have you ever gone to the movies by yourself? Have you ever gone on a solo date to the movies? Have you ever gone on any solo date by yourself? I went to watch Thor Love and Thunder a few years ago by myself. I was like, I'm not going to wait an extra day. I'm not going to wait for my friends to be off of work to come with me. I need to watch this movie. Because what happens is I was really deep into Marvel back then. And I could not see the movie on first day opening night. Because then I'll open Twitter, open Instagram, and then boom, spoilers, boom. This person died, this happened, blah, 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 plot twist this, or the end credit scene, whatever it is, I'll get spoiled. So I was religiously going to the movies on the first night opening for the Marvel movies, the MCU movies. So I go watch Thor Love and Thunder, which it's not even the best Thor movie. I honestly didn't hate it. I think that movie's really overhated. There's so many people that hate that movie. I don't know why. Is it because there's a female Thor in it? Is that why? You know, I think we might be connecting the dots. It's probably what it is. Everyone thinks that you see a female character now, it just means woke. Stay woke. That's what they think it means. That doesn't mean shit, bro. It just means they're following the comics. In the comics, there was a female Thor. Then I know there was a lot of criticism about the villain. Oh man, who was it? It was the God Butcher. What was his name? He had a creepy name, I think. I don't even know. Something the God Butcher, the boy. I think Michael Bay played him. No, Michael Bay is the producer. Kristen Nolan? See, for being a movie expert, now I'm getting things confused. Whatever. Y'all know who I'm talking about. So, he played the God Butcher. Blank the God Butcher. I don't freaking know his name. He played him, and people were really excited for his performance because he's such a good actor. And if you don't know who I'm talking about, I'm going to have it up here because I don't know how I'm getting all these facts wrong. And producer's not here today to fact check me, to pull up the facts on the second monitor. Speaking of, shout out the producer. She's actually out today putting her poor little puppy down. Aww. And that's really unfortunate. Losing a pet, it's like, jeez. If I'm being honest, it's probably why I never really wanted a pet after I got older. Because I was like, you get a pet, you get close, you build a relationship, feelings attached, and then unfortunately they don't live as long as us, unless you got bad luck, but you know what I mean. But unfortunately they don't live as long as us, so you're gonna watch them go one day, unfortunately. So it sucks. It really does suck. You get attached to this little fur ball, whether it be a cat or a dog or a guinea pig that some people eat, or a hamster. I don't know. You get in touch with this little hairball, so used to it being around, and then life takes it from you. You know, anything could happen. They could get sick. They could live a long, beautiful life, and even then, after 15 years, when they go, it still hurts like a brick. So I'm scared now because I have Willow inside, and I get home sometimes and I run inside because I'm like, oh no. Sometimes I don't even spend time in my car because I gotta go inside and my kitty's home alone. So, one day my poor kitty is I'm not even gonna say those words. Moving on. So what was I saying? I was talking about Thor: Love and Thunder. So I go to watch Thor: Love and Thunder by myself. I get there. My phone is dead, so I'm like, whatever. I get there, I sit down, watch the movie, and then at the end, I like that. I like the movie. At the end, I'm waiting for the after credit scene, and that's when I thought like, oh yeah, I don't have my phone. Like great. So I literally sat there just looking at the credits for 12 minutes, reading the credits. Credits gave everyone credit. I was like, wow, he did great. What a good performance by him. That's his name? Sure. And I still don't know the actor's name. I don't know. Whatever. It's a fine movie. Have you ever gone on a solo date, a date by yourself? Try it out. I've gone on solo dates. I've gone to restaurants to eat. Not like, all right, not like actual like big restaurants. Like fast joints. Like I've gone to a fast pizza spot and get some pizza and sat down, ate a slice, 2 slices, whatever it was. But you know, stuff like that. It's on my bucket list to go to like Chili's or like Applebee's or Buffalo Wild Wings or Texas Roadhouse or Olive Garden or I could keep going. Miller's. It's on my bucket list to go to one of those like an actual restaurant that you sit down in and sit down by myself and have a full meal. You know, maybe a little dessert action by myself. I don't know. Give it a shot. I want to try it. Nothing is better than your own company. I truly agree with that. I know there's people that cannot stand being alone. It's weird to me. I was born by myself from my mother's womb. If God chooses this life for me to be by myself until I die, that's what he chose. I love being by myself. I love being at my house by myself. I love being there with my cat. She gives me great company. But just in my own space, I love choosing when the next word of my mouth comes out. You know, you're at your house or you're just anywhere and you don't feel like talking. You're just in your head, whatever. You're not having a great day, whatever it could be. Sometimes we just need a little peace and quiet, whether that be us staying quiet, not talking to no one, or maybe just around us. I love being able to choose when the next word of my mouth comes out. You're home, you got people over, and you're like, bruh, don't you hate that when you let's say you make plans or just invite people over, and they get there, and then you're like, well, can't wait for this time to be over. That's happened. That's happened to me a few times. Times where I'm like at the cribbo, invite my friends over, and it's like 1 a.m. or something. My eyes are like drying up, and I'm just looking at them. They're having a ball, or not even. What the hell is going on outside? Not even having a ball. What about when they're just sitting there on their phone, and I'm just like. Like either I'm tired, want to go to sleep, and I don't know how to kick them out, or I don't feel like kicking them out, or we're just bored. There's nothing more that I dislike than hanging out with a person and they're just on their phone. Like, yeah, we're gonna be on our phone, answer a text, someone call me, whatever. But next time you're with a person and they go on their phone, just watch what they're doing, and that would tell you everything you need to know about where you fit in their life. Where this relationship, this friendship that you have with them, where it fits in their life. You look, all of a sudden you look at them and they're swiping on Instagram, on TikTok. Try this next time. In the middle of you talking, I'm a storyteller. I like to tell stories. In the middle of me telling a story, I see this and I just stop talking. I'm like, yeah, and then he went to the bank. And they're like, uh-huh. And I'm like, where'd he go? And they're like, dude, what? He went to the supermarket. I'm listening. And I'm like, yeah, he went to the supermarket and that's it. That's the end of the story. And I just ended it because what the hell is the point, man? I'm not going to waste my saliva on somebody who ain't listening. You're in a relationship? You're in a relationship with someone who doesn't listen? Aren't you sick and tired of telling this person how you feel and they don't care about how you feel? Like, yeah, sometimes it's dumb stuff. Like, can you wipe your feet when you get in the house? Maybe dumb stuff. Maybe it's small, but it's important to you. And if they care about you, they would know that it's important to you, and it will be important to them because it's important to you. My 2 cents. You know what? I'm no relationship expert. I'm not even gonna get into relationships, but that's just my 2 cents in that. Same things with friendships. Like one time I gathered what I thought to be like 2 or 3 of my friends, and I asked them. I was like, listen, I feel like I consider you guys my friends. I don't know if y'all consider me your friend. I think so. I think, but I don't know. But let's put it this way. I was like, the last 2 or 3 months, I call you, I text you, and I'm like, oh man, I haven't seen you in a couple of weeks. Let's hang out. It's been a week and a half. It's been a week. What you doing this weekend? Let's hang out. What you doing tonight? Blah, blah, blah. And I simply asked them, I was like, in that same time, do you ever reach out? Do you? And I'm like, listen, if you don't care, it's fine. Like, I'm not going to force you to care. If you don't care, I get it. I'm not going to make you do something you don't want to do. Just tell me, tell me you don't care. So I could be like, oh, let me stop caring. Let me go find real friends. Or let me stick by myself. Like, I love my company. So yeah, so that was that. We had that conversation, and then things went on how they went. Eventually, we fell off anyway, so what's meant to be is meant to be. I knew the answer was there all along, so that's fine. No love lost. That was a few years ago now. And everything has been so freaking good ever since. And stuff like that confirms that you're doing the right thing. Confirms that you're making the right choices. When all of a sudden you start to pay attention to every little corner in your life, the friendship corner, the work corner, the what do you do at home, your hobbies corner, your family corner, and you start to pay attention. Is this given or taken from my experience, or from the experience I want? Or not even that. Let's not even say the experience. Let's say, does it fit? I was listening to something the other day. I don't even remember what it was about, but I think it had to do with fitting people in your life, situations, people in your life. Does it fit? So how do you find out if something or someone fits in your life? Let's first establish our goal. What is our goal in life? Is it to have a beautiful family? Is it to be financially stable? Is it a dream job? Those are, I guess, the 3 main things that we go for. Financially stable and dream job could go together. Try to be as specific as possible, Oh, I want to be financially stable to feed my family. Okay. Be specific as possible. How many kids do you want in this family? 2, 3? You kind of need to know that, because how much money do you need to make to support these kids? If you only have 1 kid, it's going to be a little easier than people who have multiple kids. So establish that first and get as detailed as possible. Grab a journal, grab a notebook, and then get to writing. Just start writing what your future should look like. What you want your future to look like. If you don't know what you want your future to look like, someone's going to determine what your future is going to look like. If you don't, I'm going to quote Mr. Myron Golden with this one. If you do not create your future by design how you want it, you're going to end up with a future by default. And it's going to be determined by the world around you. By how this person said this to you, and that person did that to you, and this person did this to you, and that's just trickling on and on and on, taking a little bit from you, taking a lot from you, blah, blah, blah. Whatever it is, it's going to transform you into a different person, and not the person that you want to be. So let's work on being the person we want to be. Let's work on being the person we want to be. How do we do that? Start writing it down. There's one thing you can fool. You can fool the people around you. You can fool your friends. You can lie to me. You can lie to your parents, whatever it is. It's very easy to lie. But you know what's really hard? Who's hard to lie to? Yourself. It's really hard to lie to yourself, because you know how guilty you are. You know how shameful you feel when you lie to yourself. And this is why I love journaling. Because you tell me if I'm wrong. Right now you feel great, you want to work out, you're motivated, this and that, you're creative, you want to do this, you want to do that. And then you wake up tomorrow and you're tired and you haven't had your coffee, and you're like, you know what, screw all that. I don't want to do none of that crap. I want to get in my bed and sleep. I'm going to go to my job, and the first thing I want to do when I get out of my job is go into my bed because I'm tired. First thing to do is realize that there's 2 yous. There's 2 yous. There's the tired you and there's the normal you. That's how I see it. The tired me is not me at all. The tired me is the me that goes to my parents' house and says the hi and spends some time with them and then leaves. I don't got nothing exciting to tell them. I don't got nothing funny to tell them. No stories from work. Nothing. The tired me is the tired me that doesn't want to go out. That my friends text me and I'm like, nope, don't even answer the text. Whatever. The tired me is the person that wakes up and is miserable, who doesn't want to do their push-ups, who doesn't want to do their reading before their shift. That's me when I'm tired. But that's not normally me. Normally me is I wake up and I'm like, damn, my stomach hurt, whatever. Let me take my shower, do my push-ups, do my reading, get ready for work because the day has to keep going. And guess what? After work, the day keeps going again. My second day starts after work. My first day is at work and my second day starts after work. Get home and shower and then I just look around. I'm like, all right, what is to come now? What do I have to do? Let's get the second part of my day started. That's the normal me. We have two yous. Two me's, two yous. So, journaling and writing it down, make sure that me, myself, can leave a message for tired me. That's how I see it. So I write down my goals, what I want, how I'm feeling, how grateful I am for life. And yeah, and then I wake up the next day, miserable, not in a great mood, blah, 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 blah. My stomach hurts, I'm tired, blah, 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 blah. And I read that. And it's such a weird feeling in my head to read that because I'm like, what? It doesn't make no sense to me. I'm like, the hell is this? Like, what? But I tell them, like, no one else wrote that. No one came in here and wrote that. I wrote that. So all that, I'm like, yeah, I'm adding all that things on. I realize, I'm like, you see, I'm adding all these reactions on. I just have to get up and do it. That's it. Get up and do it because you know that's what you're supposed to do. That's who you are. Why wouldn't I want to be how Hancer is every day? Why would I choose one day not to be like Hancer? F that, man. I love being Hancer. I love being your host with the most here in the shed. And we're going to continue being that way every day. We continue to grow and we continue to persist. Journal. Write it down. Leave a message for your tired self, you know. Break down how your future should look like or what your future future should look like and what you want your future to look like. Write down what job you want. Whatever it is, whatever goals you want. Write down, after that, write down the things you're grateful for. What are you grateful for? Your family, your car. People sleep on stuff like that, right? Oh, they sleep in their car, but they sleep on stuff like that. It's just my car, whatever. And then their tire pops, or not even that, you can get that fixed pretty quick. Need an oil change, that's pretty quick too. Next, something breaks in the engine. You take it to the mechanic, and now you don't have your car for a couple days. That's the only time people will be like, damn, you know what? My car is useful. I need my car. But when they have it every day, when they're used to it, they take it for granted. And we do that. We do that. We take things for granted just because we're used to it. The moment we get used to something, we take it for granted. You love your job. When you started your job, you were the A1 worker. And now, a couple of years went by, and now you're slacking. Now you're a little... It happens, but get back on that bicycle and get to pedaling. Because that's not who you are. We get used to things, and then we're like, whatever. We don't keep the same meaning for those things. We have to keep the same meaning for those things. For everything. Everything in life, give a meaning to. God put us in this world to give a meaning to something. Why is it that some people can pray to their stone and miracles happen? Why is it that some people pray to their cross and miracles happen? Why is it that some people don't have any crosses at all and miracles still happen? Because God put us on this earth to give meaning to something. He probably does care what you give meaning to, but for the most part, he's probably just looking for you to give meaning to something. So get up and give meaning to something. Whatever it is, as long as it's important to you. Give something meaning to. You ever met a really good burger flipper? Sits in the kitchen all day flipping burgers? He don't care that that's his job. He's happy at his job. You look at him and you're like, maybe he should do something better with his time. That's his job. That's his passion. Forget about that. He'll tell you straight up to your face, all right, I'm just a burger flipper, but guess what? I'll be the best burger flipper in town. He gives his job meaning, and that's what gives him fulfillment. And there's no shame in that. It's amazing. It's amazing how things could be if you just give meaning and a positive meaning to something. It's all about symbolism. How did I get talking about all this? How did I start? I started talking about doom scrolling, I think. Let's get back to doom scrolling. I was talking about fitting. That's what it was. I was talking about fitting. So, once you write down the things you're grateful for, ask yourself, do all these things, are they working to make my life by the design you want? Or are they not fitting? The key doesn't fit. You need the keyhole that fits for it to fit perfectly in your life. Maybe you got a couple people that are just clashing, trying to fit in your life, or you're trying to make them fit, and it's just a never-ending cycle. It's never gonna work. It's never gonna work. Look into it. I'm not gonna tell you how to deal with it or what to do, but look into it. Just look into it, and you think about it. What purpose is this serving in my life? Enough of that. Let's get to 4th of July. How's your 4th of July? Can y'all let me know in the comments? I want to know in the comments how y'all's 4th of July was. Let me know in the comments what y'all did for 4th of July. Did y'all pop some fireworks? I actually have some fireworks inside that I haven't even gotten to pop yet. I bought those upstate when I went for my hike on Friday, 4th of July. So let's get into that. So I was thinking about going on this hike for a couple of weeks now. And then I was like, all right, 4th of July, I'm off on Friday. Perfect day. I'll leave early in the morning. And then, have a blast. So I'm talking to my coworker. Shout out Carly Garlic. I'm talking to Carly Garlic. And Carly Garlic is telling me, oh, well, that's 5 hours away. You sure you want to do that on Friday? I think you're going to get stuck in traffic, And you want to come back the same day, So I was like, yeah, you're kind of right. So she gave me another location to go to. And all these names are escaping me. If you ever gone upstate in New York, you know what type of names they got over there. They got the craziest name. So I started looking this place up, and I'm like, sure, I can do 2 hours and 40 minutes. Sure. It's better than 5 hours. So boom. Get on my drive. What time? I left pretty late on Friday. I won't lie. I wanted to leave earlier. I left pretty late at around 9:30. I got off my house. Got some brekkie, and then I was on the way. 3-hour drive. Great drive. I love long drives when there's no traffic. I love me a good road trip. Nice, playing some nice music, listen to a full podcast, maybe even a comedy special. You can fit in a lot of time in there while you listen to it in the background. So 3-hour drive wasn't that horrible. I get to the spot, and 3-hour drive, not that bad. Get over there. It wasn't a lot of traffic, which was, thank the Lord. So I get there to the spot, and I see a couple cop cars outside. I'm like, I wonder what that means. And so I get a little closer, and I see that they have a little setup so you can do a loop-de-loop. So I'm like, okay, cool. Young guy comes up to my window. What's up, fella? And I hate to say I hate, so I'm not going to say I hate. But you know what I dislike? When someone that works at a place, at a spot, and they come up to you, why are you waiting? You know why I'm here, bro? You're at the door of a state park. You know why I'm driving to you, bro. I'm looking to get in there, have me a little hike. So he comes up to my window. What's up, fella? And I'm like, what's up? I'm like, bro, explain to me what's happening here. So he hits me with you got reservations? I'm like, reservations? To come here? To a state park, I guess? It's just land. It's just dirt, grass, and trees. Why the hell do I need reservations? And you know for a fact you had to pay. Correct me if I'm wrong. Maybe you know more about this than me because I didn't even bother looking it up. I was furious. So you know for a fact they're going to make you pay to go in there and enjoy nature, whatever. So I'm like, oh, no reservations here. And he's like, unfortunately, we're all sold out for the day. And I'm like, great. So I'm thinking to myself, no way that I just drove 3 hours and he's going to hit me with that. Like, what are my other options? Am I going to have to drive back? So then he like paused for a second. Like I don't know. I think he wanted to see me panic. He like paused for a second. He's like, "Yep, all sold out." He paused for a second, looking at me, and I'm like, and then he's like, but, goes back, gives me a paper, and he's like, "Here, I got you with a list of parks around here, 10 parks, free of charge. Go ahead." Gave me their info. That's a really nice gesture. I appreciate it a lot. I'm sure they do that for everyone that gets in that, but that was really nice. I was like, hopefully I can get in one of these and not waste 3 hours of my day and 6 hours because I gotta drive 3 hours back. So I went to the first option that was there because it was the closest. It was like categorized by distance. So I went to the first one. It was the Shawangunk State Park. So I'll put that right here so y'all know what I'm talking about. And so what was the reason for my hike? Why did I want to go on a hike? I wanted to go on a hike because I wanted to get in a lake. I wanted to go in a lake and touch some water, get a little wet. You know, that was my whole goal. Maybe do a little swimming. That's all I wanted. Be in nature. So go on my hike. I'm on the trail. These trails are something. So I'm sure they go by difficulty. You know, if you're an experienced hiker, go to like the red parks, you know, whatever. This whole thing was probably in the red zone because I go to trails here, to little parks here, dog parks here around Long Island, and they got, you know, they got the signs, go this way, go that way, boom. They all got names of the trails, if you whatever, every step of the way. These trails had nothing. Just walk into wilderness. That's it. So I'm walking and walking. I'm like, cool. It's like little creeks, little rivers running around, whatever. So great views. So I'll definitely roll some pictures and some footage because it was amazing views. I was high up on a mountain at one point. It was so beautiful. I love being in nature, hearing all the birds. It's ASMR to me. It's relaxing. It's so freaking relaxing. It grounds me. So after walking for like an hour, I stumbled across this little creek, and I was like, "Oh sure, then I got footage for y'all. We're gonna roll the creek." So I found this little creek, and I'm already been walking for an hour and a half. So I'm like, I got an hour and a half to go back. So I'm like, you know what? Sure, this will do. I'll get way here, and then I'll be on the way back. Put my stuff down, set up the recording, and I did a little cold plunge. That water was freezing. That was straight out of the mountain spring water. That water was freezing. So shout out Windhoff, because I was so like, oh man, how am I going to do this? And I was like, nah, screw that. What am I talking about? I was like, Windhoff taught me all about that's the Iceman I'm talking about. Windhoff the Iceman. Windhoff taught me all about the ice in the cold. So this is fine. I was like, it's gonna get my blood pumping. It's gonna be so good for me. It's fine. It's gonna be a dopamine like jump start. So boom, 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 put all my stuff down, and I went in the water. It was a little tiny creek. I know I'm describing it like, ooh, went in the water. So y'all see the footage and y'all know what I'm referring to. Little nice creek. I was able to put went on my waist, and then I was kind of able to lay a little bit and get my whole body wet. I got water all over my head. Oh man, that felt so freaking refreshing. It was so hot. I don't know if I was out of water by that point, because at one point I ran out of snacks and water. So take my jump in the creek in the cold water. Was there for like 5-10 minutes. Got out of the creek, dried myself a little bit, and I had another pair of pants in the car, so I knew I was gonna take those off and drive home pretty dry. So, and we're getting to the juice of the story. I can't wait for you guys to hear this. So, whatever. I'm walking back, same way I came, seeing all my landmarks, so I know I'm going the right way. Again, no signs, no help, no nothing. No way you could tell if you're going the right way, only by remembering where you came from. So I'm walking, straight this way. Have a look this way, just trees. On this side, trees in the mountain, trees in like a wall in the mountain. On this side, it's more open. Still trees, but more open. There's no rocks, no mountain. Kind of in the open, a lot of trees, bushes, whatever. No. And I look to the side of me. And for the quick mini second that I froze, this is a black bear staring at me. I wish I was making this up. I wish I was making this up. So this black bear looks at me, and I just go, Gee! Straight start sprinting. Oh my goodness, as fast as I could. And as I'm sprinting, I'm looking back, and as I'm sprinting, I'm thinking, oh shit, you're not supposed to run from black bears. So I ended up stopping after running, which is so low, but I'm like panic walking. I ran for a good like 10 minutes, 8 to 10 minutes. Then I'm panic running, fast walking. I'm looking back, I'm shook. Then I'm like, whatever, I need to find this exit. So I'm looking back, I'm walking, and I started wondering, am I lost? I'm looking around me. I'm like, have I seen this? I'm like, no, what am I talking about? I'm like, it's only one way. So, turns out that I was about 2 minutes away from the exit, and I ran and walked like 20 minutes past it. So, I'm like, no, I'm not lost. I know what I'm doing. I'm going. And I got to this, like, I don't think it was a rock formation, because I think it was an actual stone fencing, like cobblestone type. If you ever play Minecraft, you know what I'm talking about. So there was this like cobblestone fencing there, and I just stopped and looked at it, and I just sighed. I was just like this. I wasn't even making this up, but I just go, I'm fucking lost, and that's what I do. I was started to come across things I didn't recognize. Oh boy. So that's what I figured out. I was lost. And oh boy. So I had my walking stick, and my walking stick comes with attachments. So I switched out the attachment. I got the knife out. That bear was that bear wasn't ready. So I started making my way back. After like 10 minutes of walking, I'm like, how come I'm not seeing anything familiar still? I open my map, and it shows me where the trail is. It tells me the line of the trail, and it tells me that I'm 15 minutes away from the trail. And I'm like, how the hell is this even possible? So I'm walking. I swear I walked 15 minutes. I check on the map, and it says I haven't moved. Still 15 minutes left. And I'm like, oh no. And at that point, I'm thirsty, I'm hungry, I'm lost, I'm mad, I'm tired. But at that point, I was like, let me just see the bear one more time. So let me just get a picture of the bear. Like, let me get some footage of the damn bear so I can show you guys that in the shed. So I didn't get no damn footage of the bear. I didn't see him again. I only got footage of me running away from him. And after the map told me that I was still 15 minutes away, I said, screw it. No, screw this. This street was like it was kind of close. I could hear the cars going by, and on the map I could see where the street was next to me. So I was like, screw this. So I just 4x4 through by my feet, my own 2 feet, 4x4 by my own 2 feet, and I went through the brush. I climbed up half a hill, climbed up slopes, went through bushes, rocks, sticks, thorns, everything. There was sticks all over my legs. Luckily, I ran into 2 guys that told me, "Oh, beware of the ticks. Make sure you're checking yourself." And I was like, "Oh, that might be a good idea." I looked down, boom, ticks on my legs. So I was like, "Holy crap!" So I'm walking through this brush, and as I'm walking through these brushes, I'm looking down. I'm taking ticks over me as I go, and I finally broke through and made it back to the street. And even after I made it back on the street, I had to walk 9 minutes to my car. Where the entrance, exit, whatever the hell you want to call it, to the forest, park, whatever, trail, hike, whatever you want to call it. Yeah. So that was an experience. I love going on my walks. I love going on hikes. Maybe I should take a couple breaks, because I've seen so many survival videos. Shout out the Outdoor Boys. Shout out Deer Meat for Dinner. Shout out all of them. I've seen so many channels since I was younger. I should have been prepared and ready. In my bag, the last snack I had was a can of tuna. It was my last snack that I had. That I was like, all right, when I get back to the car, I'm gonna eat this. But the reason why I had that, the reason I brought that in my bag, was if or when I saw a bear. If the bear wanted to eat me, I would slowly open up the jar of tuna and go, "Here, bear, go fetch the jar over there." I say jar? Can of tuna, whatever. Can of tuna. I saw that bear. We locked eyes, and everything went out the window. I forgot about the damn tuna. I forgot about everything. I sprinted. I forgot that you're not supposed to run from black bears. They will think you're prey and come after you. You're supposed to slowly move away. If he's even interested in you, then scare him. Hit him with the roar. Try to scare him a little bit. So I've heard. Obviously, I didn't even put it into to even try to see if it's true. Allegedly, that's what you do. Apparently, I don't freaking know. Whatever. Anyways, that was my 4th. Got back in my car. I grabbed some food around town and then drove my 3 hours back. I don't know, man. I'm glad I know what I know about bears and I remember what I remembered. But if I didn't know nothing about bears, there's no way in hell I wouldn't go to a bear. There's no way I wouldn't go to a bear and try to tame it. There's no way I wouldn't try to give it a hug, try to, "Come on, little bear, you're so fluffy." If it's not a friend, why is a friend shaped? I don't get it. Polar bears aren't evil. They're friend shaped. And apparently polar bears... Okay, so if y'all don't know how to deal with bears, let's go into that real quick. I gotta give y'all some of my knowledge that I didn't put into use. If it's a black bear, fight back. If it's a brown bear, run. If it's a polar bear, rest in peace. I think that's how the saying goes. A black bear, you can scare back. So they say fight back. You could probably smack it really hard if he's really on top of you, and he'll be like, "All right, I'm done with this." Those are the ones that they like to eat little insects. They like to eat berries, whatever. Maybe they're looking for honey. Brown bears, though, when they see you, especially if they're a mom, especially if it's a mama bear, when they see you and they got their cubs, nah, because I think that's what you're after. But brown bears, they're territorial. They like to hunt. They like to hunt for salmon and stuff in the rivers. Which, how skillful you gotta be to be a big ass thick bear and be able to catch them salmons out of the water like that. So they like to fight you. They like to bother you, whatever. Polar bears are my favorite though, because one, they're giant, they're huge, but they're my favorite because they're not even aggressive, they're not even mean, they're just bored and hungry. That's it. So they're just going about their day and they see you and they're just like, "You're my meal," and they just start slowly making their way to you, and you're like, "Okay, no," and they can track you for miles and miles and miles. So if you ever in this situation, I don't know what could put you in this situation, but if you're ever in this type of situation, if you encounter a polar bear and you start running from it and you lose sight of it, do not think it's safe. That motherfucker is coming. Slowly but surely. He could be in your eyesight and you just don't even see him. Maybe he's blending in with the snow. And you know they're so smart that when they're trying to approach some penguins or sea lions, that they know that their nose stands out. Their little black nose, their nose is the only thing that stands out, and they go, "I want to pull that up, yo." And they go like this. You're gonna tell me that if I'm in Alaska, Antarctica, whatever the hell it is, and I see a polar bear doing this to me, peekaboo, you're gonna tell me I'm not gonna go up to it and try to give it a hug? It's friend shape. How am I not gonna give it a hug? Anyways, that's my little TED talk on bears, on hiking, on the 4th of July. I hope you guys enjoyed this episode. I hope you guys were able to grab something from this episode. If you did, I would love to hear in the comments. Guys, I don't talk to a lot of people. You guys are the only people I talk to. Please keep the conversation going. Let me hear from you guys. I want to talk to you guys in the comments. Make sure to like, subscribe. I'll see you guys next week. I cannot wait for you guys to see next week's episode. I got a very, very special one coming. I sat down and recorded with the boy Harold Green, so I can't wait for you guys to see the episode with Mr. Harold Green. We talked about his life, his upbringing, We talked about his life. Let me try that again. We talked about his life and his upbringing. He was born in Germany during the Holocaust. He had a difficult time. He's from a Jewish family. So we got into that. We talked about how he migrated here to the United States through Ellis Island. So shout out Harold. Can't wait for you guys to see that. And yeah, I think that's the best episode we got coming. I can't wait for you guys to watch it and yeah, and enjoy it. But other than that, I'll catch you guys next week. You guys will see this one, Harold, next week. And then yeah, see you guys. Keep being amazing. Keep being awesome. God bless you. Keep being positive. It's been In The Shed. It's your host with the most. It's Hancer. Bow!